What is going on, everybody? It is your guy, Michael, here, ready to listen to my guy, my favorite artist in the world, ZAYN, who's dropped his new album, Room Under the Stairs. It's been an interesting day and a half and change for me on a personal level. If you're on my Patreon, if you're in my Discord, if you follow me on socials, you know that I've been going through it. I have been itching and clawing and just in a lot of pain and anguish mentally because I've had to wait to listen to this album. I was without power for like a day and a half. Whatever, there's way worse things going on in this world. It's just the timing of it. It's just the timing of it, right? Because without power, I can't film a video and listen to ZAYN's album with you guys as it comes out. And my goodness, did it take all of my self-control to not just listen to the album and not record a video. But I had to think about you guys. I know there's people that are anticipating this experience and anticipating this experience together. So I held out. I just got power back like a few minutes ago. Like as soon as power came on, I haven't slept. The second the power came on, I was like, I am filming this video. Last night he did his show in London where he performed 6 songs, and I even stayed off of the internet the best I could so that I didn't hear, you know, some of the songs, even though he's been teasing a few of the songs, mainly Stardust, right? Actually, he teased something else when he was on that radio station. You know what's crazy right now is that I almost can't keep up with the things that ZAYN is doing, which none of us have ever been able to say in our lives, like not being able to keep up with the things ZAYN is doing, whether he's on a radio station with fans, whether he's talking to Zach Sang or Zane Lowe, or I don't remember her name, but the girl podcast that he did who was asking him about his tattoos. I enjoyed that podcast as well. Like, ZAYN is actually really active and all over the place. I know he's going to be performing on Fallon in a couple days, and not to mention this concert that he did last night. Guys, I can go on and on and on and on. If you've seen any of my ZAYN videos, you know how I feel about this artist, this individual. I've been waiting way longer than I should to listen to this album, so I'm going to jump into this album. Actually, I'm going to do one thing before I jump into this album. I started this video, and I got 5 seconds in, and then I got a ring notification that I got to deliver at my front door, and oh, isn't the timing so sweet. We got a couple vinyls that I ordered a while ago that I think were supposed to be here yesterday, but then again, there was no power in my city, so we got one. That's sick. Wait, I didn't know that it was gonna be an alternative cover. So I got a couple vinyls here, and they're both different covers, which makes this even cooler. I think there's 6 variants overall of vinyls that he made. I'm gonna look into the other ones. Some of them you gotta go to like a record store. I think one's like a Target. You got ZAYN with one of his puppies. Let's check out the variant of. Oh man, isn't that just fucking so sick? Got that signature right there. Alright guys, so I have heard What I Am, obviously, and Alienated. I've done videos for both of them. I would say at this point I've heard both the songs a lot in my own time, especially Alienated. I'd say that that's probably my preference. It's definitely my preference out of the two. All right, Dreamin', let's do it. Track 1.
Level with sky, it seems to live on my mind. I've been dreaming, feeling this way. I've been needing something new. Can't hold on anymore to this feeling.
This is so bluesy. It's so bluesy. It's so bluesy. It is so different from What I Am and Alienated. I need to just put that out of my mind. That's a good thing. I want all the songs to sound different and completely their own. All right. I'm overwhelmed. I'm already being reminded of the ZAYN experience where you have to have lyrics pulled up to understand what this guy is saying.
Never steer me the right way. Oh, I've been falling. I know what it is when I see it. Can't hold on anymore to this feeling.
Oh, yeah. So this is the David Cobb magic right here, right? This is why you bring him in. And I loved that he said, David Cobb didn't touch his vocals. Like, he already had all the vocals laid down. Then he was introduced to David. David just like helped out with the production after the fact and instrumentals and all that, but didn't ask Zayn to relay any like just redo any vocals or anything. So all that authenticity on a first laid down vocal is all there. You could feel it just off this first track, Dreamin'. This is like as raw as it gets, I feel like, from like a vocal delivery perspective. And it just sounds like he's talking about this path of life and like being served the wrong thing, but like just trying to figure out what his way is in life. We're gonna look at the lyrics afterwards again, but I'm loving what I'm getting so far. I love that. Like, his background vocals are killing me right now, killing me. And it's classic Zayn, but like in this sound, it's just being served something completely differently. His background vocals are crushing me, but I can't say something about his background vocals. What was my original point? I love this whole like, I'll know it when I see it. I've been dreaming, but I haven't exactly figured out what it is in this life that like is meant for me. But when I see it, I will know it. And that's the start. That's the start of the album. Come on, my guy. That's the start of the album. You can't be doing that to me. He says, I've been needing something else. He's just been constantly longing for something more in life. And he doesn't have like a full understanding of what that even is. But when he sees it, he'll know. When it comes across him, he'll know. He could be talking about like a person, a love. He could be talking about something bigger than that. It could be talking about something professionally, something personally. It could be his daughter that ended up coming into his life, obviously. Like, a lot of these songs were written before he had his daughter. It's just like something bigger than himself he was waiting for, and he just doesn't know what that is. And when he does, he'll let us know. Maybe he'll let us know at some point in this project, because this is the first song. Then we get to the line that I love, that I did pick up on when I first heard it. Did I mention life's intention never steered me right away? Like, that's what dreaming is, right? Dreaming is constantly hoping for something else, something bigger, something more. What a way to start the album. Let's move on. Again, I've heard what I am. I have a video for that if you want to go check that out. We're gonna go on to Grateful. I'm not ready for this.
I see your mother shine in your eye. I know that you're mine and I'm crying, telling you the things that are on my mind. Ooh, for you. These days I live to my depiction.
It feels like he has so much freedom vocally. You know, that's one thing I'm definitely getting from Dreamin' and Grateful especially. It just feels like there's so much vocal freedom. Obviously, his whole solo career, he's had that vocal freedom, but I think it's the genre. I think it's the genre switch. You know, because when you are singing more pop R&B, you are more so having to fit into a certain pocket. Even though we know what he sounds like, and he still sounds incredible on these previous albums, this does lend itself for more messing about vocally. And just like it's the rawness. It's really what it is. It's just like getting in a booth, having these the natural instrumentation surround you, and just delivering like really raw vocals, unrefined, without worrying about what pocket to fit them in or anything, so that, you know, you can make like a Let Me or an Entertainer or Pillow Talk or a Sweat, you know, or Vibes or anything like that. And I love all those songs, but those songs you're trying to like fit a certain pocket in sound so you can deliver it in this nice pop R&B package for people to listen to and enjoy. This is just like, hey, get in there, be as honest as you can vocally, and whatever comes out comes out. I don't know what I'm gonna love more, of the vocals or the story, or like the lyricism or the production. This is so different. This is so different, and there's so many different things to enjoy. I just don't know what's gonna end up being my favorite thing out of everything. I'm just gonna enjoy all of it while it's here.
It feels good, and I knew it. When I'm telling this story, it's complicated. These days I live to my depiction. Nowadays I'm finding no affliction. These days I'm needing no restriction.
sounds like the way he's living. He's just talking about the way that he's living and how happy he is with how he's living these days.
Things change and I'm okay with what I'm not. It feels wasteful to be hateful. I'll be grateful for what I got.
This is like some serious old school R&B vocal delivery he's doing. I haven't heard him sound like this. He hasn't. I guess he just hasn't the freedom, man. It feels wasteful to be hateful. I'm just gonna be grateful for what I got. Yeah, spit it. Absolute bars, sir.
I got things change and I'm okay with what I'm not.
Did he just say I'm okay? Things change and I'm okay with what I'm not. That is, if that's, I'm gonna look at these lyrics when I'm done. That is true growth. And that is truly being grateful for presence of self, for like who you've become as a man and as a person at this point. Like that is truly being grateful. This is not a country album. Also, now that I'm 4 tracks in, because again I've heard Alienated, so we're 4 tracks in. This is not a country album. It's just so different. It's so different, and I don't know how he found a different version of his voice, but he just has. I thought I heard it all from him. I didn't think I would hear a different version of this man's voice after all these years here listening to him sing, but he's uncovered something. And I guess this genre just gave him that freedom, this point that he's in his life, because this is a grown person. Grateful depicts a grown person as much as any of the tracks I've heard so far. It is just a grown person. Let me pull these lyrics up. Okay, this is why we look up lyrics. I did not catch what he said in the beginning. I see your mother shine in your eye. I know that you're mine and I'm crying. Telling you the things that are on my mind when I think of you. Yeah, I'm grateful for you. Yeah, I'm grateful for you. I thought he was grateful for life. He's talking about his daughter. I love that second verse. When I'm telling this story, it's complicated. Some mishaps I've been mourning, but I'm grateful for it. He's talking about the mistakes that he's made in life, like the mishaps he's mourning. He mourns those mishaps. Like he recognizes that he's made mistakes and he mourns that. But he's grateful for the mistakes at the same time because it helps him grow, probably helps him be a better father. I gotta hear him sing that line knowing what he said in the beginning.
See your mother shine in your eye. I know that you're mine and I'm crying. Telling you the things that are on my mind when I think of you. Yeah.
And so we get that father song early in the album. We get that I'm a father song, and how has fatherhood changed me, and how have I grown and matured from having this human being that just makes my life so much bigger. I love it when the rain comes down. I love it when the waves calm down. It's just like the simple, yeah, I'm grateful for you. It's just like the simple things in life. Like having this child has just made me appreciate so many things in life. Somehow we got to get through this. My Woman, track 5.
Love me partly.
Okay, he teased this one. This is the one he teased when he did that radio. I downloaded a whole app for you, Zayn.
My demise is what's holding me. Grabbed a hold and took control of me in my mind. Love me partly, leave me tonight. Say don't fall in pieces, I might. Yeah, I know I've been holding on to something for so long. You know I've been blind. I've been blind.
So soulful.
Love me partly, leave me tonight.
I love how the verses are just so, chorus feels so put together, like an actual chorus. And the verses just feel like they're just being spilled out, as if he's like filling up his cup, having that drink, and he's just speaking to us. He's just speaking to us on the fly. It's like improv. Like the verses feel a bit improvised. And then when he gets into the chorus, it's this put together. It makes the chorus hit really hard because the verses are feeling improvised.
Love me partly,
I love that. So I'm over here having a good time to this song, but it's actually pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I mean, Zayn's willing to just, you know, have these brief interactions with people, with, you know, with just brief interactions, hookups. These are hookups. Let's just call it what it is. He's having hookups. He's having hookups with people, and it's getting. I think he's doing it to try and get his mind off of this other situation that was his demise, which he already alluded to. But because then we get to the chorus and he's having those hookups and he's saying, like, you love me partly, but you're going to leave me. Don't fall in pieces. I'm probably still going to fall in pieces after you leave because, again, I'm going through it. Just let my mind just roll with it tonight. Just for the fun of it tonight. Just for the fun of it tonight. We're just hooking up to get my mind off of whatever. I've been blind. Like I've been holding on to something for so long with no eyes. Ooh, I wonder if that's, I don't want to get messy. But I know about Zayn's life. I wonder if he's talking about the tattoos, the eye tattoos. I've been holding on to something for so long with no eyes. Yeah, I've been blind because he covered up the eyes, right? Because that says that you've been like holding on to the chance that this will work, this relationship will work. But you've been holding on without having eyes. Like you've been blind. Like you've been foolish to hold on to this for so long. You haven't really looked into the situation and seen the fact that like this is not going to work. Yet you continue to hold on to it. That's why he says like, I got to fill my cup to forget her because from the get up, this was my demise. Oh man. Now I got to go hook up. I got to go hook up and like be in pain while I do it. Cause I'm going to fall in pieces. I might. Oh, okay. I really like that. All these songs lyrically have so much to offer. So much to offer, man. All right, we are going to move on to How It Feels. I'm so excited for Stardust. I heard, obviously, like, the preview, but that song sounds like it could be incredible. But we're going to go on to How It Feels. How It Feels. Let's do it.
Watch the water move, but I don't move with her. Shivers down my spine. Never forget to remind me I'm alive. Something holding me to this place. I've been breaking, always faking. I'm just lying to your face, and I can't tell you how it feels. Can you tell me just one thing? Can you give me a reason to stay?
Oh, wow.
Cause the feelings I'm harboring don't seem to see the light of day. But you insisted on staying and breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. From this moment, something holding me to this place. I've been breaking, always faking. I'm just lying to your face. Till I let go of this moment, something holding me to this place.
Jesus. Zayn. Yeah. I think that's my favorite song. Oh my gosh. And what's crazy about that is that when the first few seconds I was confused, I was like, what is this? Doesn't even sound like a properly constructed song. It just sounds like he's singing whatever is in his mind. But that's kind of what this kind of turned itself into a poem turned vocal. Like where he just like went into like a slam poetry reading and just stood there and just sang it all. Yeah, just talking about being where you don't belong. Yeah, being where you don't belong. That song hits really hard. I didn't know what to expect, obviously, from that song. And again, I stayed offline, so I didn't know what song would do what to me. But that one fucked me up. That one fucks me up. That line, watch the water move, but I don't move with her. I'm just like, standing in place, watching life go by me because I'm not where I belong. I've been breaking. I'm always faking it. I'm just lying to your face. I can't tell you how it feels. But then he does tell her how he feels at some point, right? He says the feelings I'm harboring don't seem to see the light of day. I guess he's just not talking about how he feels again. But then he says, I begged and pleaded. I asked to leave, but you insisted on staying and breaking my heart. That was the KO for me. Somebody who's like just so not where they belong in a situation that they don't want to be in, but the other person insisted, so they just sort of, just had to stick around and have their heart continuously broken. And then he lets go of this moment. He lets go finally. That's the outro. Till I let go of this moment, something holding me to this place. Okay, let's collect ourselves and heal somehow, so we can listen to Stardust, which I believe is going to be a bit more of an enjoyable time from the preview that I heard. There's a music video for this too.
Pretty Christmas on a cardboard cup. I wait outside for you to pick me up. There's something different in the way you touch.
Those layered vocals.
Different in the way you love. Floating all around us, shooting right across the big black sky. I love to be there with you. And I love to be there with you. Feel like stardust floating all around us, shooting right across the big black sky. Feels like stardust falling all around us.
That song is so beautiful. I said that I was gonna have a break from breaking down. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I don't know. That song was. There's like this. I don't know what it is. It's the sound of the song. It's his voice. There's this message of positivity and that everything's gonna be okay. And there's something about it that just feels so nice, man. Something about it feels very Christmassy too. Like that Stardust could be snow, Just imagery that's just gorgeous. I can't wait to watch the video for this. Man. That's it. I'm in trouble because the floodgates are open. The next song is Gates of Hell. I need a break. I need a TIO. I need a TIO. I need a sweat. I just need to have a good time here for a second. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Gates of Hell. Fuck.
So fucked I can't feel my face. Know a couple people might call me a disgrace, but fuck them, I ain't looking up. I don't like you very much, but I keep putting up with your shit.
What?
Don't like you very much.
I'm crying in the beginning because he's like, oh man, got the Yolanda Hadid diss track. Let's get it. No, because he's like, I'm so fucked I can't feel my face. So I'm just picturing him completely drunk. And then when he says, I know a couple people might call me a disgrace. And I don't know why that got me so sad. Because it pictured, like, just because you're drinking and you're, like, you're not in a great place. You're just trying to get by. Like, you're going through something. So for people to be calling you a disgrace, like, why do they have to add insult to injury? Like, it's just hurtful. It's just hurtful to knock someone while they're down. That triggered me, especially imagining ZAYN going through it. imagining myself going through it, like relating to this. But then he switches the energy completely. He's like, fuck them. I ain't looking up. I ain't ever been one to give a second look. You can't judge me. I know who I am. And then that chorus comes in. He's like, I don't like you very much, but I keep putting up with your shit. Holy shit, Zayn. That's pretty scathing. That's pretty scathing. God damn. Oh, hey. He said the album was going to be honest. He said the album was going to be honest.
Darling, keep putting over your shit.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah, but I keep putting over your shit.
Oh my God.
I don't like you very much, but I keep putting over your shit.
I'm sorry, this song is fucking insane. This song existing is insane. Also, it's such like a happy instrumental. It's very Juno. Like, I can picture it being a part of the Juno soundtrack, which is a great soundtrack. But then when he's talking, it's just, man, okay, wow, I love this. This is really good so far, this whole everything. All right. That's fantastic. Also, no, I don't think he dedicated an entire song to Yolanda Hadid. I just had to say that. You always come to mind when I think to myself, what could have been if we were living in utopia? So what could have been? Wow. Okay. All right. Didn't expect that. Birds on a Cloud, track 9.
So when I wake up today, hoping I don't feel the same. Last night she faced, not knowing which way's up, 'cause I'm frowning anyway. Please give me one more day of happiness. I need it. Please give me one more day of happiness. I need it. Please give me one more day of happiness. Please give me one more day. From this place I'm running from my hope, I get my grace. From this place.
It's one of my favorite songs. The production, the very angsty vocals in the chorus. The vocals on this whole project, I'm just going to keep shouting out the honesty and the rawness, man. I'm so glad that they exist the way that they do. And yet there's still like this great production on the entire album, especially instrumentally. I'm going to need more listens for the meaning of this song, which is a good thing. I love that. I love when a song requires multiple listens to fully obtain its meaning. I really love the sound of that song. I love the melody. I love the upbeat. It's very upbeat, but still has this like sad feeling to it while it's upbeat. This album is really sad. This album is really fucking sad. Even when you get an upbeat song like this, there's still this sadness to it. I mean, he closes off the song saying, please give me one more day of happiness. That's the chorus. I need it. Just one more day of happiness. I need it. It's giving very much living life day to day. Like, it's giving very living day by day. I know I can't escape. Beat sad ass banger. Sad ass fucking banger. All right. Concrete Kisses. Ever since he described this song on ZAYN, I have been looking forward to this song so much. All right. Let's do it.
All I wanted was a cup of coffee.
Same.
I got something else, so it seems. When I feel hard, all these scars on my skin when you left my.
I like that. I know he explained this on Zach, but listening to him sing about it, like, all I wanted was a cup of coffee, but I fell on my face on the way to get it. But then in the pre-chorus, I fell hard, these scars on my skin where you left marks. So yeah, like, I fell for you, and I've got scars from that as well as just trying to get this call. I love it's really, really cool. Really cool what he's doing here lyrically, and the double on that.
This might not sound right, but it's alright.
choruses on this album are so great. They're so well put together and they sound so honest, and the production on them is so good. God damn it, every chorus on this album is a banger. Sad.
I'm finding my way on the highway this year.
He's always been so, like, absolutely incredible at the finishing touches. The layers, the harmonies, the ad-libs, the big vocal. Like, he's always, that's one of the things he's best at. So when you add that on top of, like, this great production, this new style of music, it was just meant to be this good.
It's my night, it's alright, but it's alright, it's real.
Also, being stuck in purgatory, like, stuck here in misery, ugh.
I'm finding my way on the highway this year. Why does this pain feel so good? Pumping my brain like drunk blood. Feeling this way, there's no such thing as happy ending. See on my face, my heart changed. Loving this place I've created. Realize that I'm too good for games we've been playing.
That's not self-love. That's what that is. That self-love kicks in. That self-love kicks in, my brother. The self-love kicks in. Because at first it's like, why does this pain feel so good? Like, it's pumping my brain like drunk blood. Feeling this way, there's no such thing as happy endings. Yeah, like, why does this pain feel? It's the pain of falling down and making a mistake. And when that mistake hits you in the face, it's like, oh my God, it's like this, just having this realization of what is true in your life and what needs to go. And that is just like a great place to arrive to, even if you arrive to it in a painful way via a concrete kiss. Yeah. Why does this pain feel so good? Yeah, because it woke you the fuck up, my brother. Again, realize I'm too good for games we've been playing. Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
I'm finding my way on the highway this year.
There's no, like, as far as favorites go, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. It's always impossible on a first listen for me, and that's why I've kind of stopped giving out my favorite songs after first listens to you guys. I used to do it a lot more, but then I started regretting it because I'd edit the videos and realized, like, oh, I actually like this song more than I thought I did first listen. Especially when it comes to ZAYN, there's no way I can dish out favorites on a first listen. But, like, this song really, there's a lot of magic in these choruses. Like, this chorus to me, the Stardust chorus, these choruses are just perfection. And then the verses are just so honest, and it's like he's just reading his poetry pieces to us. You know what I'm scared of? The reality of Mind of Mine is my favorite album of all time. When I finished listening to Icarus Falls, loved it. What's not to love about it, right? I still knew at the end of that Mind of Mine was my favorite album of all time. When I listened to Nobody's Listening, loved it. When I finished it, I still knew that Mind of Mine was my favorite album of all time. I'm having a different feeling here. We're not at the end yet. We still have 5 tracks to go, but I'm having this uncomfortable feeling of, oh shit, my favorite album of all time might be being replaced. And that's scary. That's a scary thought. All right, false starts.
Old rules, no pain, still it looks the same. Sad thoughts, bad love, with no one to blame. They say the trouble don't last. It's hard, but it only gets harder. Tonight we can go it alone. No one ever has to know. No one ever has to know.
I know this whole album is different, obviously, but this is like Lumineers type different.
Before I leave abroad, no one ever has to know. No one ever has to know.
Oh man, I love the way that I'm glad I generally just let this one play through, because this one does pick up a lot. Like, it gets much more enjoyable as the song goes on and on and on. Like, it just gets bigger and bigger, and the song is pretty big the whole time. It feels like moving on from something, which is a theme in this album. There's several moments of moving on. It's one of the ones I look forward to going back into the most, as much as some of the other ones, which is wild because I don't know, all these songs, there's not one song where I've just been like, okay, like, you know, like, I'm not having that windowsill you know what, it's fine. I'm loving every song so far is what I'm saying. All right, The Time, track 12.
I rolled the dice so many times in my head. Never fell for the same thing. They fell in love with the same thing. And the pressures, the time that we had. And I'm laying in your bed and you tell me you love me. Lessons learned is what I've gained. Feed your family, forget the fame. I'm doing it for a second lane.
Another shout to his daughter there. Another shout out to his daughter. The colors back in All My Days. He's talked in interviews about Kai bringing the color back into his life, or just bringing color into his life. Period. He's building structure. Lessons learned is what I've gained. Lessons learned is what I've gained from all of this. Feeding families, forget the fame. I'm doing it now for a second name. I'm doing it for somebody else. I'm doing it for this daughter.
I could cry when you tell me that you love me. You do the things you shouldn't do in my life, and I could cry when you tell me that you love me. And I die if you ask me to.
Okay. The song is interesting because it goes between this very live band vibes. Like, I don't know. Obviously, he did the show last night, and we're all hoping he tours. If he does tour, I'd be interested to hear this live, just because it's got such a great live sound. I feel like I'd die for you if you asked me to. So he's saying, like, I could cry when you tell me you love me. It's almost like, and I lie for you. Like, I'm not happy in this situation, but I sacrifice. Maybe I sacrifice because we have this second name now. I don't know, man. There's a lot to think about with this song. Another one I can't wait to jump back into when I'm done with this video. I'm getting towards the end, and like, I'm getting this. I have more songs to listen to, but I'm getting this itch to want to go back and listen to the other songs that I've already listened to, which is just, I guess that's a good thing, you know. I guess I should consider myself fortunate that this even exists. All right, Something in the Water. Let's keep it going. Track 13.
Must be something in the water. I can feel you in the atmosphere.
Water.
Am I going out my mind? Said it was the last 2 or 3 times. Spent the whole day until we woke up last night. Nothing's making sense no more. Must be something in the water. I can feel you in the atmosphere. Don't say much until we speak in tongues. One-on-one.
He said that he had one song that was ZAYN, that was still ZAYN. Like, we were venturing into this different sound, whatever you want to label it as, genre-wise. He said he had one song in the album that was still ZAYN. And I'm guessing this is it. It's still Dave Cobb produced, and it's still got like a little bit of the vibes of the rest of the project, but it definitely leans into more of like that Usher sound that ZAYN's very inspired by, that we hear from him quite often. And I'm guessing it's this song, because this is smooth, and I think it's just a smooth love-making track.
myself sink deeper to the bottom, can't hear myself think. 'Cause all I wanna hear is your voice, pull me out of that void. It's an instinct, I don't have a choice.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
my heart doing things it don't do.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna fight it. Must be something in the water. I can feel you in the atmosphere. Don't say much until we speak in tongues. One-on-one, swaying, flowing through my blood. Must be something in the water. On the edge until you pull me in. Got me dripping in that old school love. Pour me some.
This is the one. Yeah, this is classic ZAYN. This is classic ZAYN. He gave us a taste. He gave us a taste of that old school love, because he's talking about that in two ways. He's talking about that old school love as far as like where a lot of his sound is inspired from his older sound, which is what this is. This is much more of like a Icarus Falls, Nobody's Listening, Mind of Mine sound, particularly Icarus Falls and Nobody's Listening. And yeah, you get a lot more of, you know, like it's a little bit more She and Before off of Mind of Mine, if you want to reference those albums. It's a little bit more of a vibes, or a better, particularly better, off of Nobody Is Listening, and several of the opening tracks in Icarus Falls. Yeah, it's just like classic ZAYN. So here for it. I can even hear improvements, because again, it's got those sounds, but it's got David Cobb producing it, so it's still got the influence of this project. So it's like this perfect mashup of old ZAYN and new ZAYN. All right, we're gonna keep on going, guys. You have 2 tracks left. Let's have a good time with them. This has been the time of my life, but we still have more tracks. Let's do it. Shoot at will. Oh, this is very country.
Just a good drag, going at a track. When you feel like history's pulling you back. I stayed at the bar late, had a good time. 'Cause I had some bullshit up on my mind. When I look at her, all I see is you. When you look at her, do you see me too?
Wow.
Does it not hurt you? Do you not prefer the truth? I was in love with you. No, I didn't show the proof. Just a good drive, going at a track.
Wow.
When you feel like history's pulling you back. Yeah, I've been running bare feet in a field. Yeah, and dreams gone bad. 'Cause it feels like history is pulling me back. But she sure still cares. Yeah, I'm dying inside.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Just a fucking 2 minutes and 37 seconds of pain. 2 minutes and 37 seconds of absolute pain. Another daughter reference. Another reference to that. I mean, the song is just a reference to that whole situation and the entire relationship. Does it feel, ain't it a drag? I like the just took a drag. Oh, ain't it? Because I'm smoking, but now I'm reflecting on some shitty situations in life. And what I'm reflecting on now is, ain't it a drag when you feel like history is pulling you back? Yeah, my past is pulling me back. Like, I look at her, all I see is you. When you look at her, do you see me too? Oh my God. Like, are you seeing me when you're, we got 50-50 custody. When you're spending your time with her, are you also seeing me? Do you see what I see? Which is sad to think about, because now we're separated. Does it not occur to you? And this is, I guess you could go talk to the shit that was going viral about ZAYN having never been in love, but the bridge is loud and clear. Does it not occur to you? Do you not prefer the truth? I was in love with you, though I didn't show the proof. So ZAYN has regrets, man. Like, he didn't show that love. Maybe that's just because he wasn't in a place to be able to do so. And that's a shout out to timing. which I feel like Dreaming also did some of to open the album. And yeah, I hold my hands up for the firing squad. Shoot at will, because she shoots to kill. I'm dying inside. I love, this is the perfect example of like Zayn giving us a lot of information, but also leaving out details, because we don't need those details. That's quite personal. That's also really calling people out that don't need to be called out. Like, you know, his daughter is gonna have this music to listen to in 20 years. You know, you don't want to call out the specifics of how her mother shot to kill Zayn, right? But I want to know what the shoot to kill, like what the shot to kill was. But again, that's Zayn protecting, you know, his family. But at the same time, he gave us a lot. He gave us so much there, because there's so much to think about. So much to just sit here and think about. Like, what was the shot to kill? And that you're dying inside. Like, she shoots to kill? What was she saying? I don't know, man. And we'll never know. All right. Fuchsia C, last track. Unfortunately. But it's okay, because I'm actually incredibly excited to go listen to this album right after I'm done with this. Let's go.
To keep myself from dreaming about something else. And you keep me entertained, 'cause I saw the flame and still walk through it.
Whoa.
How can you break when you're broken to begin with? I can sing with you, I can live with you. Don't you hear me when I'm talking? I bet you knew it, that I would do it if I'm given the chance. I'm sick of the gray.
Wow, that's interesting, because there's a couple songs on this album that I feel like I need more listens to like try and attempt my own interpretation. This probably needs the most. This is another sad song, and there's something very Zayn-like. I don't know what it is, but something about that ferocious devotion is very Zayn-like with that chorus. But I guess the sadness of the song is very Zayn-like, and within the context of just how sad this whole album is, man. This is a sad album. There's a few lines there. I'm tired of the gray, I'm sick of the pain. And then he says, I gotta love this feeling to keep myself from dreaming about something else. How can you break when you're broken to begin with? It's crazy, because this is the shortest song on the album. It flies by, and it feels like I need to dive back into it right away again to fully grasp all of my feelings that surround the song. I can't tell you all of my feelings that surround this album. I'm overwhelmed. I'm very overwhelmed. I had high expectations, I always do, for Zayn, but he blew those expectations away. The choruses on this project are incredible. His voice is incredible. The production is incredible. The lyricism is incredible. Alienated is also one of my favorite songs on the album. I know we didn't listen to it in this listen, but I've been bumping the fuck out of Alienated. So there's like a string of just nonstop songs on here that are have such a different personality from one another that I can't wait to just listen to over and over and over again. I hate using the word skip, and I don't want to use the word skip, but like there really does feel like a lot of skipless tracks, back to back to back to back to back to back. And again, I got really emotional halfway through this project on several songs in a row, so it's kind of messing with me here, where I'm having trouble forming my thoughts on how I felt about the earlier half of the album. I just know I loved everything. I really did. Everything was so different. It's like, this really feels like a charcuterie board. Is that what they call it? And you get like all these different selections, but everything's still in the same category, because sonically everything's super consistent. But at the same time, everything sounds completely different. Like each song has such a different personality. It makes you feel sad in a totally different way until you get to Something in the Water, obviously, and you get classic Zayn. But otherwise, you're just getting served sadness, adult, sadness. I love that Zayn embraces sadness. It is just real human of him. He's always been so human, and I've always loved that about him. It's okay to be sad, and it's okay to embrace that stuff, because it's the only way you're going to grow, which is another theme on this project, is him growing through his mistakes, him growing through his emotions. And obviously his daughter. His daughter is a theme on this project as well, and we love that so much. And he let us in on a lot. I hope that that is very appreciated by his fans, just how much he really let everybody in on. I also hope it's respected at the same time. And yeah, guys, I'm in love. I told you I sit here with this discomfort of my favorite album of all time, Mind of Mine. We are in a position where it might be taken over. It might be taken over. I can't definitively say right now because I've only listened to this album one time, but I do not need to end this video because I need to go bump this album in my car right this second. Love you guys. Thank you for waiting for this video despite all the issues I was having to get the video up. It's finally up. Y'all are the best. Love you so much. Shout out to the squad. If you know, you know. Hope y'all are enjoying this music. I'm going to go do that right now. Peace out.